Hi, I am Lana Condor.
And I'm Noah Centineo.
I'm Jordan Fisher.
And I'm Anna Cathcart.
We're here to catch you up on our second movie, To All the Boys P.S. I Still Love You.
Yes, let's jump right in. We catch up with lovely Lara Jean as she's getting ready for her first official date with Peter Kavinsky.
Yes, and they fake dated in the first movie, but this date is the real date. In a real restaurant with big menus and multiple forks. That's romance, baby, right there.
It's not just Kavinsky's first date. It's Lara Jean's first date. This is my first date.
And at the end of the date, Lara Jean surprises Peter with a romantic sky lantern moment where the two promise not to break each other's hearts. I promise I am not going to break your heart.
Good luck with that, because the next day the Cubbies celebrate Korean New Year, where Kitty fills in their judgmental but also kind of cool cousin about how Lara Jean and Peter ended up together.
His name is Peter. And he wouldn't even be dating Lara Jean if it wasn't for me, because he didn't even know she existed. But I mailed out a secret love letter that she wrote for him. They started fake dating to make his ex-girlfriend jealous and to cover up her real crush, but then everything got all weird and they started real dating. And now they're real boyfriend and real girlfriend, and they are adorable.
Give credit where credit is due. You're welcome.
That's my favorite monologue you do. When Lara Jean gets home from Korean New Year, she receives a new letter from one of the boys she's loved before, John Ambrose McLaren.
Hi, that's me.
When Kitty mailed out Lara Jean's letters in the first movie, they never heard back from John Ambrose, so Lara Jean thought that it was lost in the mail.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. But listen, he got the letter. And it's clear by what he wrote back that John Ambrose McLaren. Hearts, LJC forever.
Oh my God. This sends our favorite overthinker, Lara Jean, into a spiral. Did John Ambrose like her when they were kids? Does he like her now? Does she respond? Does she say, what does she say back? Does she have to tell Peter?
Okay, that's enough. That's enough spiraling. We'll get back to that in just 1 second. But the next day, the high school seniors sign up for their community service projects. Peter signs up for the Oakwood Market with his lacrosse friends, and Lara Jean signs up for Bellevue Retirement Home solo.
I kind of thought we'd volunteer at Bellevue together.
Could this be the start of trouble in real relationship paradise?
Okay, I'm out. Enjoy your fight.
Come on, sign you up. It'll be fun.
Meanwhile, Lara Jean's nemesis and Peter's ex, Jen, plants the seed in Lara Jean's head that their relationship with Peter is off balance. For one, Peter is more experienced than LJ when it comes to relationships. What if she's not living up to those expectations?
And Lara Jean isn't the only Covey out of her comfort zone when it comes to love.
That's right, Mr. Covey actually starts falling for their gorgeous neighbor with a dog, which is a huge deal because he hasn't dated since Mama Covey passed away.
Speaking of falling, Lara Jean can't keep her feet on the ground. On her first day volunteering at Bellevue, that's a big thing where Lara Jean is concerned. Thinking that she was going in solo, she was caught off guard when her fellow volunteer from another school is none other than John Ambrose McLaren.
Are you okay?
When she recovers from her fall, Lara Jean convinces John Ambrose to let her see the letters she wrote him once upon a time.
I'm gonna need that letter back.
He agrees, as long as she promises to return it.
Deal.
Okay.
Ready.
Now, at home, Lara Jean is dealing with the fact that she has a boyfriend, but might have feelings for someone else. From 0 boyfriends to a love triangle, damn, Covey, come on.
The timing could not be worse because it's conveniently Valentine's Day, so love is on the brain, people.
At school, Lara Jean is disappointed that Peter didn't send her a singing telegram because he did that for Jen. This puts even more thoughts in her head about how she's not as good of a match for Peter as Jen was.
But he makes it up to her with a poem and a locket on the track field, okay, where they first kissed.
This is the most romantic thing ever.
But not everybody is having such a dramatic Valentine's Day. Kitty sends the pretty neighbor with a dog a Valentine in her dad's name.
Dad's not a glitter type of guy.
Nor were you. A Peter Kavinsky kind of girl till I sprinkled some glitter on it.
Back at Bellevue, where the residents are old, but the drama is fresh, Lara Jean finally gets to read the letter that she wrote John Ambrose.
Mortified, she confides in Bellevue's most badass resident, Stormy.
Well, isn't there a way to both get out unscathed?
Not if you're doing it right.
Nah, Stormy's advice would not sit well with the Peter Kavinsky fan club. She also outs him for, borrowing his Valentine's Day poem from Edgar Allan Poe.
Your young man has very good taste, I'll give him that.
Later that night, it's clear how much Jen has gotten into Lara Jean's head. Peter and Lara Jean are hooking up after a party, and LJ imagines Jen is there, egging her on.
You know what else he's really good at?
Back in the real world, at Bellevue, yet again, John Ambrose suggests that he and Laura Jean dig up the time capsule that they buried by the treehouse when they were kids.
But it could be fun for us.
Lara Jean agrees as long as they invite all the people who put stuff in the time capsule. At this point, Lara Jean still hasn't told John Ambrose she has a boyfriend.
Yeah. So Peter, Chris, and Trevor, they meet Lara Jean and John Ambrose at the treehouse.
Even Jen shows up, which pisses Lara Jean off because she wasn't even invited.
And John Ambrose brings pizza, which pisses Peter off because apparently that's a boyfriend duty.
So mostly everyone is not happy to be there, and things are super weird and awkward.
John Ambrose is finally brought up to speed that Lara Jean and Peter are an item.
I think I can handle helping my girlfriend clean up.
It wasn't a lie. It was an omission.
Next time you need pizza, just ask me. I'll get it for you.
What is it with you and pizza?
Which all tease Lara Jean and Peter up for their big first couple fight.
Back at Bellevue, when Lara Jean sees John Ambrose again, she apologizes to John Ambrose for not telling him that she was dating Peter from the start, which, you know, it's a tricky thing, because timing is everything.
I know I should have told you about me and Peter.
They smooth things over while sitting at the piano, happy to be friends again, however.
Hold on a moment, okay? Because at home, the Coveys prepare their annual Thanksgiving dinner with special guests, Peter Kavinsky and Pretty Neighbor with Dog.
Things seem to be getting back on track, right, for Lara Jean and Peter. And she even dresses up to support him at his game.
She does indeed. This is until Chris shows Lara Jean a photo she took of Peter and Genevieve looking a little too chummy for our liking.
Lara Jean confronts Peter and tells her the truth. He was trying to comfort Jen through her parents' divorce, which is...
All of this, you know, honestly, is probably mixed with nerves. It causes Peter to accidentally reveal that Jen was the one who took and posted the video of Lara Jean and Peter hooking up in the hot tub on the ski trip back in the first.
Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, then Lara Jean puts two and two together and realizes that Jen was by the hot tub because Peter was actually waiting for her and not Lara Jean.
And that's on period.
You and I weren't, like, really together yet.
And that's why she took the video. And if I hadn't come down to find you, you and Jen would be together, and you and I would have never happened.
This drama is too much for our lovebirds to handle, and they officially break up.
Even though they promised not to break each other's hearts. Remember
Lara
that.
Jean is in a messy bun, mini depression, decides to start cleaning up some of the mess she and Peter made, starting with Jen.
The former best friends meet up at the treehouse and decide that even though they're not friends anymore, they don't have to be enemies either.
We can't forget about our friends back at Bellevue. Over there, it's time for a formal dance that Lara Jean and John Ambrose planned for the residents.
Like a fairy godmother, but one with a bar cart in her room, Stormy makes over Lara Jean.
Wow.
Hi.
With some more encouragement from Stormy and the other residents, Lara Jean and John Ambrose dance, and the dance leads to outdoor snow angels, which leads to a romantic kiss.
But the romantic kiss makes Lara Jean realize that it's not the kiss. The kiss is Peter's kiss.
It's Peter.
John is a good guy and ultimately understands.
I'm sorry.
Dress covered in snow and all, Lara Jean runs to go find Peter, and he's already there.
Peter is there, and he tells Lara Jean that even if it means breaking his heart over and over again, he still wants to be with her.
And Lara Jean is all like, P.S. I still love you! The end.
I love you.
We know what you're thinking. We all know. What's next for Peter and Lara Jean?
Find out in the third and final chapter on Netflix.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Netflix Film Club channel to get our latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.